Lend a hand, Greyson Adams. It was late at night and I was scared. It was only 1:15 a.m. and I haven't even eaten yet. I tried to go to sleep and I was under the covers shivering because my window had been slightly open. Queer. I hadn't remembered opening it, but whatever. I watched over and closed, then locked my window. But then I still couldn't sleep. It was now 3 a.m. and I'd been restless, overtired and still very hungry. I had an appetite that only a sandwich may satisfy. So I got up and threw my blankets across the bed as I walked down the steps one by one. I was inside the kitchen where the thing started to happen. I was all tuckered out after making my amazing, majestic sandwich. But then, there it was. Some guy waiting. And I can only assume looking into my back door window. I wanted to scream, and I wanted to run, but yet I was paralyzed by the shocking event that I had seen. I took up my kitchen knife and hid the rest. I walked back upstairs and waited in my mother's old room for around 10 minutes before walking back downstairs to see the man had gone. I lay back down under my sweet, snuggly covers where I'd felt that chill again. This time I knew something wasn't right. I got up and walked over to see my window closed, but not locked. I headed towards the stairs slowly, but then I felt a creak from the same wooden plank that I was stepping on before completely leaving my room. Then that's when I saw him. A small yet delicate smile stitched onto a poor teenager's face. He didn't say anything, but he didn't hurt me at all. He just grabbed my shoulder and turned me around. Shocking as this was, I quickly attempted to escape his sight. But as I ran downstairs, he beat me to it, and I felt I was literally staring into the eyes of Satan himself, as if he was actually standing here before me. I tried to run some more, but everywhere I turned, he just followed, until I ran outside, where I saw some police officers driving by. I waved my arms to stop them as I shrieked, "There was someone in my house!" They stopped the car by the side of the road. Then the two partners got out of the car, then headed inside my house, where they found nothing. As they left, they advised me to stay at one of the nearby motels. I just didn't feel the same. Why should I leave my home to let some person potentially steal maybe everything I own? Unfortunately, I'm very materialistic. I headed back into my bedroom after I had locked the front and back doors. I also barricaded my window. I was now very afraid of someone entering my home ever again. As I shut my eyes, I slowly drifted away. I had dreamt as if time was standing still, until I had seen some red flower leaves floating ever so swiftly into the air. But then I saw the entire land break apart, and I fell into an empty, bottomless void where I saw a sign reading, "Those who are harmless are always the most harmful." I quickly awoke to find myself tied down onto my very own bed. I gazed up upon the most disturbing sight. The man I had seen before was up on top of me, holding onto my mouth. The man then reached into the left pocket of his black cargo pants and then brought out a box of matches where inside he had kept feather razor blades. I panicked. I was shaking the bed and moving like crazy. He then tore open his stitches where I'd seen his teeth. The man hopped off the bed, and as I felt my hands moving back and forth as if he was trying to tickle them, I tried to move. Then he started to bite and tear into my flesh. The last thing I remember was that I fainted, and when I gained consciousness, I found myself outside in a strange forest cabin with duct tape wrapped around, where my hands used to be.